What's going on, guys? Doomwake here, and welcome back to some more Final Fantasy Early Access Standard content. And Final Fantasy has some really interesting cards for the Standard format, and maybe one that a lot of people are sleeping on here. Before we get started, if you enjoy this type of content, consider subscribing to the channel, like the video, and let me know in the comment section down below, what's your favorite card from Final Fantasy? I want to hear from you guys. So, speaking of Final Fantasy, a card that, again, as I mentioned, I don't think a lot of people are talking about is Valkyrie Aerial Unit. It is an absolute unit, 5/4 flying for 7, but it has affinity for artifacts, and when this creature enters, Surveil 2. So, a pretty simple and straightforward card. As you can probably imagine, the important line of text on that card is affinity for artifacts. So, in Aether Drift, we had a whole bunch of artifact / affinity support. We had stuff like Memory Guardian, which is a 1 mana 3/4 flyer, Voyage Home, which can be 2 mana, draw 3, gain 3, and then Mendicant Core doesn't have affinity, but it is a 2 mana, just huge creature, power equal to the number of artifacts you control. It's got some other text on it: start your engines, max speed, copy spells. But the important part is just, these are your payoffs, right? And before Final Fantasy, we maybe didn't have quite enough payoffs to justify playing this many 1 mana artifacts. But now that we have the Valkyrie Aerial Unit as well, I think there might be enough here. Now, as far as the 1 mana artifacts, pretty self-explanatory. Nesting Bot replaces itself, so even if they kill it, you get another artifact out of the deal. Novice and Spyglass, these, I don't think I need to talk about these cards. They're just phenomenal 1-drops. They essentially replace themselves with the artifacts, so they allow you to get more artifacts onto the board, eventually get to a spot where you're casting your affinity cards, and then you can cash in the artifacts later on. Voyager Glidecar, just a way to 1 mana artifact, scribe 1, so it gives you a little bit of card selection, and then it also gives you some insurance against sweepers, right? It's a vehicle that doesn't die to stuff like Day of Judgment, so you can keep that around. Couple of Mockingbirds to copy your Novices and Spyglasses to give you more 1 mana artifacts. Dusk Rose is kind of weird, because ideally, normally you would want to sacrifice the token that you're making off of Novice and Spyglass, but because we're playing Affinity, we're going to be sacrificing the creature more often than not to Dusk Rose, so we can keep that artifact count to make sure we can get to our Affinity cards. And then the last one here, essentially a 0 mana artifact, because you definitely won't draw them past turn 1. I have experience, trust me. If this is in your opening hand, you can start with it on the battlefield, so just gives you access to a 0 mana artifact. And more importantly, the equipped creature has double strike, trample, and +1/+1, so when you're pairing that with stuff like Mendicant Core and Valkyrie Aerial Unit, things that are 2 mana cards that have extremely high powers, you can kind understand where the Leyline Axe just allows you to close the game out without too much effort, for the most part. As far as the mana base, we are trying out the starting towns. Again, if you've seen any other of the Final Fantasy videos, unless this is the first one going out, it's basically in every deck, but it is a good card. I don't know, it's one of the best cards in the set. You should probably have 4 copies if you're trying to play Standard and Paper. And then some blue-white dual lands, a Fountainport, an Anchorage, and etc., normal. Some basics. But yeah, again, not a ton of new cards here, but I feel like this deck was missing another payoff. I think Valkyrie Aerial Unit might be one of the more impactful cards in the set for Standard. So we're going to go ahead and see how we do with some robots. I'll see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. Well, hello there. I'm going to keep my hand. The only card that I can think of that makes 2 artifacts is Tough Cookie, but it's green. Oh, I'm on the play? I didn't even realize I was in the play. Okay. I thought I was in the draw for a second. I was like, wait, what? We knew somebody was going to do it. It was bound to happen eventually, okay? I'm saving the Dusk Rose, by the way. I think. No, if I Dusk Rose this turn, yeah, no, this is better. Because this lets me aerial unit next turn. I guess unless they kill my token, but... they wouldn't do that. Yeah, you can get lost your own thing. I guess Gear Drake, too. Gear Drake, yeah. Yeah, but 3 and Spider costs 3. I don't think you want that. Gear Drake is kind of interesting, if you can find a way to get a third color in here. Opt. I'm going to sack the axe. No, because if I sack the axe, I have 1 less material. How am I casting the aerial unit this turn if I sack the axe? Maybe keeping Inspector was good, I don't know. Yeah, this one has Affinity. So if I sack the Axe there, I have Axe, Reliquary, Nesting Bot, and then I can't cast the aerial unit that turn. Okay, let cook. Let cook. Yeah, I mean, if you can find one, let me know. But I couldn't find any good cards that made 2 artifacts. Like I said, unless you're dipping into a third color for, like, Gleaming Gear Drake or, what was it? Gleaming Gear Drake or Tough Cookie, but I don't really want to play a third color. 26 lands, or sorry, E. Thank you for the 54-month reset. Welcome back, E. Appreciate you. I don't think I want this Siren. I think I just want to find a payoff at this point. Our opponent's very fun at parties. At least they haven't played a gutter yet. There's a lot of nice avatars. This set definitely has a lot of good cosmetics. 3, 4, 5. So Rage is not enough to keep it alive, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. It becomes a 6/5. So they have to have Rage plus Spell as their last 2 cards. I mean, I'm in. If you have Rage plus Spell, good beats. Sure. This I'm okay with. Yeah, that's fine. Ooh, please tell me your last card's not Spell Pierce. Okay, thank God. Oh, wait. The fuck? Well, that's awkward. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. It's good deck building. Not my fault I drew 3 lands, okay? You can't even blame me for that. Oh, I'm double equipping next turn. You better believe that. They can go land, kick, burst lightning, kill my 1/1 token. Go, token, go! Okay. How many new cards do you think are in our opponent's deck? Is the answer... I'm going to set the over-under at 0.5. Would you take the over or the under? I guess they could have the new job select, yeah. I guess 1 suplex too. Okay, sure. This is the 0.5 round to 1. Well, it's either over or under. So the answer is either greater than 0.5, which is 1 or more, or the answer is 0, which would be less than 0.5. I don't know, man. I think I'm taking the under. I think I'm going to guess that they're not even playing suplex. This is good. This is really good. If I somehow win this game, just like, I don't know, man, put the prowess deck away, you know? We were saying, okay, here's the thing though. We were saying this during the last early access event. We were thinking that, okay, what if you like specifically assign certain content creators to be playing the quote unquote best deck? Basically, they're like moles. They're infiltrated into the early access event. And maybe that's what our opponent is. Maybe they're just a mole, you know? We don't know. Are they going to bounce my Novice Inspector? Hell yeah. Isn't that just the PT players? Yeah, but they have a separate queue. For a reason, you know what I mean? Okay. Let's do this. Give me a little clue. Yeah. I bet you didn't see this coming. Wait, no, I have to equip. I literally can't even play the Axe the Troll. I just have to equip. I think that's why that you see Wizards employees playing meta decks in these events. Because they know nobody else will. Well, at least somebody else will. It's okay, this loss doesn't count. Mm-hmm. I'm at 7. I'm at 3. Haha! Just attack me. Please just get it over with. Ah, okay, they wanted to show their new card first. So they're playing stock 60 card prowess with 1 Vivi. Okay, noted. It dies to cut down? Technically, yes. It really is, yeah. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Every time, man. Just every fucking time. This is why I can't play a Leyline Axe deck. Was that Posty? Yes. Yes, this is the real 100% confirmed Post Malone. I should ask him if he wants to sell the ring. He's not going to tempt lockdown me, is he? True. At least he's not playing stock prowess with 1 Vivi. I can at least appreciate that. See, we have a gamer. I think I'm gonna copy their Chocobo. I kind of want to. Whoa? Chocobo kick. Kicker, return a land. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power. If a spell is kicked, the creature you control deals twice that much damage. Why did they kick it? I guess they just wanted a land for next turn. They kicked me. All right. Well, now we're doing. I mean, we can still just copy the Verge, right? Do this. Do this. I have to save the artifacts for next turn. that mean it'll be a bird? It should be. Wait, I got gypped. Why is it not bird? Play an additional land, 6 tap, top 6. Okay. They didn't have a land to play, though. That's good. This. No, this. Aha! See, your birds cannot fly. Mine have learned the ways. It is, like, kind of a flavor fail to have a flying Saz's Chocobo. There's got to be some law against that now. Oh, I didn't know that. That was my bad. I'm sorry. My B. A Voyage Home costs 3? Tres. No, tap this. Alright, hit you with one of these. Shut up. Do one of these. Go nesting bot, and then sack the nesting bot. Do this. Since when do we have Burden Affinity? We copied theirs. What does Saz do again? Search for a bird or basic, put into your hand, whatever it attacks, put a counter on target creature, double the number of counters. Noted. I would guess Ollie is playing some sort of ramp strategy. Oh. Well, if you insist. That's a good emote. See, that is excellent use of emote by Ollie right there. That is the appropriate emote to use there. I need an untap land. Mill 4 cards, put a land into your hand. He's playing towns. The towns. Yeah, we tried a couple of best of 3. I played 2 best of 3 matches, and I played against the same person back to back, and I was like, you know what? Let's go back to best of 1. Okay, Bahamut. You don't have reach, do you? No, so we just dump the hand. They can't reanimate this until turn 5, right? With Yuna. Right, they can't reanimate that next turn, can they? Surely not. Well, no, Abuelos doesn't work, right? Because it's only... isn't Abuelos non-creature? I thought it said non-creature enchantment on it, and these are creatures. I don't think you can Abuelos these. Somebody can fact check me, but I don't think you can. I could be wrong. Oh, it just says non-aura. Okay. So it's non-aura, not non-creature. Got it. I don't know why I thought it was non-creature. Why does it even say non-aura on it? We got a Yuna? Yuna! I mean, Ollie's cooking. This is pretty powerful. Don't really think I can beat this, but... I mean, I'll try. I'll do my best. Don't think those are gonna do it. This'll be the one though. Trust. Nope. How about this one? Okay. That's actually a good card. Although I guess we only have 3 artifacts now. Oh, right. I forgot you could just do that. Wait, you didn't even attack with Bahamut? Why did we not attack with Bahamut? Alright, I yield. Well, I'll give him the satisfaction, okay? But just please attack me next turn, Ollie. Or I'll even do this. I want to get this game over with. Just kill me. Do you have to sacrifice the saga creatures after the last chapter? Yes, you do. Unless they don't have any abilities. Then you don't have to. I guess it would be kind of weird to return an aura to the battlefield as a creature, because then it would be just, like, automatically unattached. Dude, attack me! Alright, look, you've had 3 opportunities to kill me. Come on, man. I literally gave him the option. I gave him an extra turn, and he still said, nah, fuck that, you know? He said, nah, I'm good. Okay, nesting bot. I don't really want to kill that. Yeah, let's just do this. Four artifacts right now, so if we find the aerial, if we find the unit, we can cast the unit. Okay, that's kind of like the unit. Beatdowns. Do. Yeah, Rydia is nice with Urza Saga. I heard Spike talking about that for Modern. We are going to have to train ourselves to not do the auto tapper as much with Starting Town. That is going to be a little awkward. It's going to be a whole learning process. No! Not my inspector. How could you? He was just a little guy. He's just a bird. Oh. Zahur. Two mana, draw 3 cards. Two-turn clock. Two-turn clock. Midgar. Okay. I guess we're desperate, huh? Okay. Well. What is Jim cooking with? I will say, I have had an exceptionally high number of opening hand Leyline Axes. There have been a lot of those. And I'm not going to complain about it. Okay. Yeah. How about one of these? I think my Leyline Axes might be marked, but don't tell the judges. Just keep it between you and me, okay? Yeah, I think Starting Town is probably the single most important card in the set for Standard. And they're actually not super expensive right now. I think they're only, I think last time I checked, they were like $12. Maybe they're more, I don't remember. It's got 2 in hand. The Sheet Day. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be important now, but it's certainly going to be more important, especially after rotation. It's so strange to me that we're losing half of the fast lands, but not all of them. So the enemy colors actually get they have a significant advantage over the non-enemy colors post rotation, just because they're the only ones that have a fast land. But this is going to help sort of like balance that out a little bit, because this will be the fast land for the allied colors, you know? Yeah, where like they decided to put half of the fast lands in a different set, and it just kind of, happened to work out like that. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't think they're going to reprint the fast lands again. I think we'll get something different. Honestly, I kind of want slow lands. I think I tend to prefer those, because they're much worse for the hyper aggressive decks. So they want me to block so they can chainsaw me. I'm just gonna take it. Like when you have the combination of pain lands and fast lands, those specific set of lands tend to benefit aggressive decks so much more, right? Because not only do other people play pain lands, so like if you can't play a control deck with pain lands, because the more damage you take, like it actually adds up over the course of a long game. So when you have a format that has pain lands and fast lands, like same with the fast lands, you can't play fast lands in a deck that has a bunch of 5 and 6 drops, so it just like lowers the overall curve of basically every deck in the format, and that's where you run into problems, right? I should probably kill Cloud, shouldn't I? It's either Cloud or Jite. I think I'm gonna kill the Cloud. Pretty sure Cloud is scarier. The Jite is like kind of whatever without the Cloud. And then I can map onto the Guardian. I could have just equipped, but equipping is kind of sketchy when they have Cloud plus Jite. Like I don't want to give them a turn where they can just pop off with Cloud Jite. Yeah, Cloud plus OG Jite. Cloud plus the original Jite. Now we're talking. Have I seen the recently revealed RCQ promos? I did. And they're certainly unfortunate, because they just don't really they don't really do it for me in terms of like the playable cards in the format. But I thought about this the other day, or when I saw that initial post on Twitter, and thinking about it more, it's like I sort of understand it. Like, sure, it sucks, but I don't know how long, because like you have to commission the artwork for that kind of stuff, right? So if they're commissioning the art piece for a promo, for a standard season, like You know, it takes the artist a decent amount of time. They can't just be like, okay, current format, give me a piece of art in 2 weeks. I don't know how that, like, what their process is. So, like, it's possible that these promos were thought together when OTJ first came out or whatever, because they're two OTJ cards, you know? So that could have something to do with it. Yeah, there's a chance they thought the cards were going to be relevant in the format. And I mean, to be fair, at one point they were, right? Like, the Lizards deck was pretty good when that set came out. A lot of people played it. But obviously now it's like nobody's playing it anymore, you know? And if they determined what the promos were going to be when that set first came out, and they're like, they have to go to commission the artwork, that certainly takes a lot of time. And if that took enough time, maybe they just, you know, were in a spot where, like, well, you know, I don't know. I don't know what their process is. Like, who knows? Maybe in 6 months we'll get a Corey Still Cutter promo. It would be pretty funny as if we got a Corey Still Cutter promo in 6 months after they banned it. That would be good. I would like that. Didn't that happen with the Omnath? Where, like, they made the Omnath promo after they banned it or something? Yeah, the Stoneforge Precon. I remember that. I mean, they did it with Expressive Iteration too, right? This thing doesn't have trample, does it? 2/2 double strike. All right, those are my blocks. Do you need some access to play Magic the Gathering Arena Final Fantasy release? This is a streamer early access event where these, like, the specific accounts that you see right now are given to, like, people for, like, who are participating in the early access streamer event. I believe the set goes live to the public next Tuesday. Pretty sure that's when it is. All right. That's a lot of chainsaws. I'm at 12. What's up, iDub? There's a lot of vroom vrooms. The chainsaw. Was he thinking about equipping with the chainsaw? I have 5 damage right now. Okay. I mean, that doesn't help. That does not help. So the problem is... Oh, the Jite has no counters, so he currently cannot make anything unable to block. I mean, if I equip the Siren hit for 4, I'm dead to any kill spell. But I have to put him on a 2-turn clock, right? And just hope he has nothing. So we have to hold. Hold! I guess I might as well re-equip. Right? In case he has, like, a 1 damage spell. I don't know if it matters, but... Hold! How good is Starting Town been? Very good. I don't know if anybody has, like, kept track of how much damage we've taken off Starting Town, but it really hasn't been a lot. The ability for it to tap for colorless is very nice. Like, that certainly comes up. Oh, he forgot that Freya loses flying. Okay. I mean, he didn't really have a way out, did he? Easy. You know what I realized? We can't even... Oh, this is the affinity hand that I was talking about. We actually can't even play Tifa in best of one because I think Leyline is still banned. So if we play Tifa, we have to go to best of three, which I guess is fine, but why do you want to end the Final Fantasy playlist? I thought we were jamming. Shit is rough to listen to. What do you mean? Does anybody else feel the same way? I kind of like it. I mean, I've been jamming. I think it's good. Please don't change. Okay, I wasn't planning on to. I wasn't planning on it. It's not loud enough that it matters to me. So what, you want me to do this then? It's very soothing, you know? I think that's why I like it. Very soothing. Voyage Home. Bon voyage. Tap 3 other untapped creatures. I feel like I should probably just kill Sephiroth here. I'm just gonna... Let's do this. I think letting them have Sephiroth for a turn is kind of sketchy. It's the same amount of damage, because if I crew the Glidecar, they just block the Glidecar. Or not. Yeah, I forgot to turn the cheat code on. I forgot to enable it before the game started. My bad. Yeah, I think we should do this deck next. I've been really, really wanting to try, like, this. This is very similar to what we built with Sephiroth. This deck is nice. Okay. Let's go here. Let's go here. Hit for 6 in the air, play a Mendicant. Maybe I was supposed to map onto one of the flyers. Oh yeah, -1 speed too. I should have done this pre-combat. Yeah, I missed a speed and a damage. You know, we'll figure it out. Haven't had voice in my builds. Voice is just so good with, like, Bartolome, Blood Witch, Sephiroth. You have so many cards that make voice good. I think it might be, like, outside of Bartolome, the best reason to be playing white in these sacrifice decks. Like, I almost wonder if the mana's good enough to play Mardu, because I do kind of want to play some of the red cards. We'd look like we're in a good position. How about now? You sure about that? I don't think we're in a good position anymore. Is it possible to play a 4-color deck? Why would you want to play 4 colors? They can sack 3 things to keep the Bartolome around. I guess they can sack token, voice. Yeah. And they do get to flip Sephiroth still that way. Okay, okay. Yeah, I don't really think the four color would be doable. Unless you're playing like overlords and stuff, but Sephiroth, one-winged angel. This thing doesn't have okay, so let's go. Yeah, I think we got a sack loot token. Pretty sure I want to leave back 2 blockers. Yep, this and the emblem. Yep. So we just go crew with this. They're 20? It's gonna be really hard to deal them 20 damage. It's doable, though. It is doable. Zac Fair. I guess Zac is kind of cool because you can sacrifice itself. Oh, we're just dead, aren't we? Yeah, we're mega dead. Yeah, they just sacked their board, right? Yeah, we're just dead. All right. Dedge. D-E-D. Dedge.